Yeah, productive weekend in a lot of different areas with our guys, with our lineup that we put out, and our guys are moving forward here right now. Had a really good week of practice so far. Looking forward to going into Western, which is always a tough environment, but knowing that we have 4 games in a regular season here to keep going.
What did you learn from the first time you guys played Western?
Yeah, they're a fast team. Really opportunistic team as far as, the rush is a big deal, as far as them breaking out pucks and stretching zones and trying to get into our zone. And I think our biggest thing, the challenge that we had, is that we have to play that fast. We have to, we are a fast team, but we have to match that and exceed that as far as play with and without the puck. And things happen pretty quick, and you got to make sure that you're not on the weak side of the play. You got to be on the strong side of plays all the time, and make it tough on them to gain ice. And again, I think momentum is a big thing here of trying to get through the neutral zone into their zone. They got obviously really good defensive structure and good goaltending as well. And I think at the end of the day is trying to get to the middle of the ice. Inside the dots in all 3 zones are going to be very important.
What's it like playing in that building?
Yeah, it's loud. It's a great college environment. Obviously, we have one here where we feel we have the best college environment, but they have one where, they have the Lawson Lunatics, and I know I've already got Jake Livanovich prepped for the number 4. They always pick on the guy that wears number 4, and we didn't play in there last year, so I think it's going to be new for our freshmen for sure, but even our sophomores that didn't get a chance to play in that building, and it's great. It forces you into play the way you have to play, and again, it's going to be a great college hockey weekend.
Jake seems like the type that might enjoy that a little bit.
I'm sure he'll live off that, right? And he's very competitive. If there's ever a competitive guy that can handle it, it's him. And he's playing some really good hockey right now, and he's playing a lot of minutes too. So again, like it's a situation here where we've been in different environments too that are tough to play in, and again, I think this is a situation where our guys have grown through the year and in those type of situations, and it's a great opportunity for us to keep moving forward here in a positive direction.
Was Saturday night, third period, just an opportunity to rest him with how many minutes he's played, or what?
Yeah, for sure. When the game presents itself that way, it's time to alleviate some guys that have played a ton of minutes throughout the year or throughout the weekend, and give other guys minutes like Tanner Komzak and some players that don't play as much more time. And I think, what we're seeing with some of our younger guys, our forward group here, you look at Cody Kroll and Cade Littler and Dalton Andrew, those guys have been sprinkled in our group here when we've been decimated with injuries, and you're seeing what's happening right now with those guys. Like, I thought that line was really good the other night, Sasha and Cody and DA, Cade Littler. That line was a really good line the other night, and, they're growing exponentially here, and again, it's going to be a situation where they're going to keep growing.
What's Prahn's status right now?
As of now, out for the weekend. He's been skating on his own here a little bit here. And, obviously we still have another day here, but I think, just kind of looking forward, it's probably out for the weekend.
Montgomery?
Out for the weekend. I got my list here if you want to go through it.
Yeah.
Montgomery out, Perron out, Emery out, and then Jammer's day-to-day. I think there's a high probability that he'll be playing, but again, we'll, he's skating today, and we still got tomorrow yet. So,
Andrew Strathmann, what stands out to you about his game?
Yeah, Andrew's a very confident young man. He played an extra year junior, and was a captain of his team, and you're seeing some leadership come out on him now, even being a young guy here, and his game's growing as well. And I think one of those things, he's learning how what he can do and can't do. In college hockey, when time and space becomes a situation where you got to move a puck or you got to defend and get under a guy a little bit quicker than you did in juniors, and so he's doing a good job of kind of learning the game and getting acclimated to it. And again, he was forced to do that with some guys being out, and I look at Jaden Jubenville and EJ Emery, both guys like that. Like EJ's was playing his best hockey, I think, at UND here until he went out here, and Jaden Jubenville as well. Guy that's just plays with confidence, not afraid out there to make a play or defend hard or jump up on the rush, and those guys are growing, and it's great to see now and in the future here. But Andrew's done a good job here, and he's so competitive that emotions are part of it too. At the end of the day, of just controlling your emotions. He loves to get into tussles and different things like that, and I think that's awesome. But at the end of the day, too, is just knowing how to pick your spots and what to do, and I think he's done a better job of that.
Offensively, it looks like he can be a difference maker when he wants to.
Yeah, for sure. He did run a power play, really good job in Youngstown there in junior, and I know he can do that here eventually. And but even the offensive zone, when he gets a puck, his head is up. He knows where the outlets are. He, for the most part, he gets shots to the net. But I think the biggest thing for a defenseman in the O-zone is being evasive. He's not afraid to walk the blue line, or not afraid to make a move at a guy that's coming at him a little bit. And I think that's a big deal. And sometimes a lot as a D-man, you want to make the safe play, and it goes low to high, and you defer to put it around the wall again, and then you got to go get the puck back again. He's got confidence in his game where he's trying to extend the play and make another play, and that's what you love, and you want D-men to do that. And at the end of the day, I think he's done a really good job.
This group has been battle tested throughout the whole season. How is that helping your group build this momentum right now and into this last stretch of the season?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's helped, just like I talked to Brad here, in different environments on the road. Like we went into Cornell and we didn't get the results we wanted when we went in there, but I'll tell you what, those guys learned a lot, as far as how to play in a tough environment and, in high pressure situations. And, these guys are growing, and we're at a critical point of our season here. I think we're 6-2 in our last 8, and we want to keep pushing forward here and playing some good teams and make a run here. And our guys want to be a part of that. They want to make a difference in that. And, when I look at, some of the plays that we made with Cody Kroll and Cade Littler and Sasha Bovair, like that's tough to do in the NCHC to make an impact in the second half of the season. Those guys are pushing, and we need everybody to push. Not only the young guys, but we need the experienced guys, the leaders here, the seniors that are playing their final few games here in college hockey. We need them to make a push as well.
Back-to-back weeks with TJ being honored by the conference. What are you seeing from him down the stretch that's elevated his game?
Well, when you talk about seniors making a push, I mean, don't have to look farther than him. We always wanted somebody down the stretch here to grab the net, and he's taken it, and he's played very consistent, and he's, like I said before, he's given us a chance to win games when we get the final result that we want. But the games that we've dropped, he still gave us a chance to win those games, being highly competitive and a guy that's dialed in and focused. And, for me, you can tell that, he's got fire in his belly, and he's got fire in his eyes too, as far as what he wants to do. And, there's situations where plays come around the net or different things like that. He's battling out to see a puck. He wants to make that save and control rebounds, and he's doing a good job of that right now. We got to continue to play in front of him. We got to continue to play hard in front of him, boxing out guys and making sure that we eliminate, hopefully, the plays inside and give up the stuff on the outside. But he's doing a good job of leading us from the goaltending position.
Coach, last few weeks we've been seeing some physical play by other teams. How have you guys as a coaching staff seen the response by your team, taking those blows and, giving it back out?
Well, I think just what you just said, giving it back out. The stuff after whistles are tough for me because, we always say play whistle to whistle. And sometimes, if there's a situation where a goalie gets run into or our goalie gets run into, or situations where you're defending a teammate, you have to answer the bell. Our guys have done that. And again, I'm proud of the way our guys are battling, whistle to whistle, and then after the whistle of trying to negate more stuff going on here. So at the end of the day, teams are pushing against us, but I feel our pushback is just as much.
Coach, having the state tournament here in your building, getting some of the best hockey players in the state to get a chance to play on this ice, how cool is that for you?
It is. It's really neat. Obviously today practice, we got done at 10:30 here, and the girls are coming out to play their initial games here for state tournament, and then we'll do the same tomorrow. We'll have an early practice, and then the boys will start their state tournament as well. I think that's neat two ways, right? Number one, it's great to have those young people in our building here, and those are lifelong dreams of playing in the Ralph here, but also too that on the boys side of it here, we're looking for the next guys that are going to be wearing North Dakota jerseys. And I'll tell you what, you can go up and down our lineup, guys that are from town, from around the state, from around the region. They've done a good job of doing that, and they've played in this rink before at a state level, and we're looking forward to hosting them, and all the best of luck to them.
Sorry, one more, just real quick.
Yeah.
Obviously, have a chance to spoil some things for Western Michigan this weekend too, while you can kind of gain your own confidence with the postseason on the horizon. Just what are your thoughts on the amount that's on the line this weekend?
Yeah, I know obviously the couple be in the building there, and we've been on the other side of that too, as far as closing it out, and I think we did that against them last year. But to me, I think the Penrose is one thing. The other thing for us is having motivation of what happened here in our rink. We want to go into their rink, and we want to bring our best, play our best and bring our best foot forward as far as establishing on the way we want to do and continue with the momentum. So, yeah, even though that obviously the Penrose is a big thing right now, and we want to keep continuing to climb, and our motivation is rectifying what happened here in our building and making sure that we want to play our best going forward here.
Brad, what are some of the keys to starting fast this Friday night?
Yeah, everybody being all in. I think there can't be any ambivalence here on any kind of plays that we need to make. And I think pushing, I just talked about how they play. I think that's a big thing is matching and exceeding that, the pace of the game, the competitiveness, the physicality of it. It's going to be a great college hockey environment in a great college hockey rink to showcase what we can do. And again, in order to get to where you need to go, you have to have consistent play in your game. I feel we're playing a pretty consistent game right now, and we got to make sure that the Friday night turns into a situation where we play a lot on Saturdays.